Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Hermit Skies. In the last episode, we finally got some auto-crafting set up for our applied energistic system, which we have set up here. I haven't added anything any more to it. We've just got the Insanium as the highest one there. And I've just been, collecting some items recently, throwing them into here, and I found these lovely drums. This holds 256,000 of whatever fluid, and this one actually here holds 4,096,000 of whatever's in it. So right now I have iron in there because I had a bunch of iron left in here and I just needed it to be out and going into some of these things, which I'm using as fluid ducts right now just because they have a really nice... I'm only using the reinforced one, but if I look up... extraction rate is 1 second for that, but if I go to signal them, it's 0.5 seconds, and this one's also 0.5 seconds, but has a speed boost of 3%, 3 times instead of 2 times. So that actually is the highest I can get to right now, because I don't have any signal them, and I didn't want to skip ahead to that, and I need another machine anyway, but I didn't know if it was in a quest book or anything. But speaking of quest books, something I accidentally did is I completed this quest by accident. Gives us a mining multi-tool, an extra life, and a loot chest, which gave us a really interesting item, which is called a Awakened Draconium Crux, which uses a Dragon Heart, Awakened Draconium Block, Awakened Draconium Ingots, Diamonds, and Supremium Essence. I'm not sure what to use it for right now, but I'm sure we'll find out in the near future. But yeah, that's always quite nice. But basically, what I want to do with today's episode, I haven't explained this yet, obviously. What I want to do with today's episode is I want to take the time to just do a few of the things that I've been meaning to do that I haven't gotten around to yet. So I've already started over here. You can see I filled this area in. It's an 11 by 11 area, and I filled it in with the Yellorium blocks, which I'm going to upgrade later to, I think the highest tier is Awakened Draconium blocks, but that's obviously quite a far way away. But what I want to do is I want to take these crucibles and put them on here, because the sort of burn rate, I think, is what I would describe it as, is 20% for Yellorium blocks. And what I want to do is basically take this. I have these cobblestone generators right next to it. They're all tier 5. I want to take those with item conduits coming out of them and some speed upgrades if I can get them. And I want to have item conduits going into all of these crucibles, sending cobblestone constantly into all of these. And then using, because I'm using Ender.io conduits, I can then pull that lava in the same block as the item conduit up into a big tank, which I think I talked about there before, a dynamic, if I could spell it, dynamic tank, which is from Mechanism. However, that's quite expensive. It can go up to 18 by 18 by 18. This is 11 by 11 by 11. But what I want to try first is something to build off of these drums. So this is an iron drum. This is 256,000, 4,096,000. What I want to try is there is a tier above that. So there's 4 tiers in total. There's a stone drum, which is cheap, a iron drum, a reinforced large drum, and something here called a demonically gargantuan drum, which I'm not sure how much it actually holds. But it takes a reinforced large drum and some Klein bottles, which is just glass bottles, and ender pearls. And also something called a demon ingot, which, looking here, has some talk about what they are. So they had lava wells, which are to throw special metals, hoping the tribute would be answered with riches. Now I googled this, and apparently, let's hope this is right. So I'm going to need 32 of these, I think. I'm going to turn them into nether brick. And then I need some lava, so I need a bucket. Or I already have a bucket of lava, that's perfect. So once all these have gone through, let's hope it's enough. I think that's the correct amount. And then we need some gold. And if I am correct in my thoughts, this should be what we need for this. So all we have to do is create this, fill it with lava, and that gets us a demon ingot. Now I'm not sure if it's a conversions 1-to-1. It looks like it is, causing a lot of particles in my face, so the FPS is going down. So let's just... I guess I could just drop the entire stack, couldn't I? That's literally how that could have worked. Right. Cool. We now have 64 of those. So the plan right now is I want to craft up... Do I not have any iron? Oh, I made them all into iron blocks, didn't I? Let's just do that. That should be enough. And then I just got to make sure I've got gold in here. I do. Perfect. 1, 2 of those. Let us make some, or one at least, gargantuan drum. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to see the difference, or how much I can actually hold in that. I need Klein bottles, which is just going to be glass bottles, which I think I can get some of those in here. I swear witches drop them at least somewhat occasionally. There they are. I've also added void upgrades for these things, as you might be able to see. So I've upgraded them with storage upgrades and void upgrades, which will void anything further than what it is. But when you got stuff like this, then you need to clean it every so often, because I've not worked out the best way of filtering yet. But Klein bottles, luckily, seemingly don't require anything, and a demonically gargantuan drum, which holds. I guess we need a little bit of fluid in there, so let us, I guess, put some lava in there. 65,536,000 units. Millibuckets, I guess, would be the word for it. So I'm going to find the center of here. We're going to put that up there, and that is going to be our drum. It's not as magnificent, I guess, as a dynamic tank. What we might do, actually, at some point, is make a dynamic tank, put it on top of here, and then have this on top as an extra buffer. Because I think that would look quite cool, because then we can, assuming dynamic tanks look the way I think they look, we'll have a big window of how much we have, and that'll be quite cool. And then if we can use, like, a lava generator, I'm not sure if there's such a thing. Lava fabricate is a thing that makes lava, but we want a lava generator of sorts, but it doesn't look like that's the thing. But too bad, we'll have to deal with it. So what we need is a bunch of item conduits, which we're going to need 125 actually. So item conduit, we're going to need a lot of these. So I kind of want to, yeah, just get a bunch of this stuff together with the conduit binder. And get as much of this stuff, which is the pulsating iron. I also found out the U button, unfortunately, works the same way the R button works. It's a bit of a pain, but it's something you gotta deal with. Right, so we need item conduits. And how many did I say we needed? Let's just make... yeah, that should be hopefully enough. Let's actually check that. Let's put all these in place first and at least get some lava going. So we are going to have to set them all individually to input, so I'll do that as well quickly. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of item conduits and a lot of fluid conduits, and maybe we'll just go for the, I'm not sure the top tier ones, the ender fluid conduit. Maybe we can make a bunch of those, because they'll be the highest output, and these will be burning quite quick when it does eventually end up being at its highest, because as we know from all the way up here, this is only the lowest tier upgrade. So we can get plutonium, ludicrite, superheating element, and awakened draconium. So actually, how do you get superheating element? Steel casing. How do you... that actually, I'm going to have to do some research into that block, because it looks too cheap to me at this point to be safe. Like, it said something about it being dangerous, and I'm worried about that. If it's safe, and I can guarantee its safety, then yeah, sure, I'll go for it. But for now, I think 20 times rate is good enough. And then I'm going to quickly have to put all these in. But let us get onto this, and... get these guys started up. Right, so hopefully I have what I need to make enough of these guys. So, yep, that looks like it's already enough. We don't need the 4 extra for this time. We only need enough to go in here. And we can see we've already made a bunch. So, we're at 0 right now. Empty lava drum. I'm actually going to do all of them, but the one that we need. So, yeah, I'm going to do all of them, but the middle one. First, set all them up, and once I've set the middle one up, once I've set all the other ones up, I'll set the middle one up and get it inputting into the drum, just so we can see the massive influx of these all going straight away. However, bear in mind that these only have a IO of 800 millibuckets per tick and a max extract of 200. So I'm not sure if it will keep up with what we have to start with, but it will definitely keep up in the future, because you got to realize that's per tick, not per second, and there's 20 ticks in a game second, so you know. That's going to be quite a lot to go in there. Oh, I was very confused about what just happened. It looks like the cobblestone just took over. I might need to get some speed upgrades, possibly, for the cobblestone generators. We'll look into that, actually, at some point. But for now, I think we're all good. This one doesn't seem to be... Oh, insert. Okay, that one apparently I didn't change. I pressed the wrong button on it, I guess. Nonetheless, we'll continue on till all of these are set up. Now, I want to see how these are set up by default. So for that, it's in, out, and never active. Okay. So if we can set it up, so it's just extract, always active, and then extract, always active. See, this one's going to take a little bit longer than the other one did. All right, so I've added everything together, and I just created a quick auto hotkey script, which allowed me to do it quite quickly, or at least quicker than it would have been manually. So all of these should be done. If there isn't, we'll be able to see the one that it is, but let's go here quickly. We'll have to place that in, and I've just got to set that to extract. And you can already see we're at 500,000 just from what was back here for a second. You can see we're already going up so damn quickly. And this is with, as I said, the lowest amount of, or the lowest burning one out of all of these. So we have Yellorium, Plutonium, Ludicrite, Superheating Element, and Awakened Draconium. In fact, actually, Awakened Draconium... I mean, we're not going to get it now, but I want to know how to get it. So, Awakened Draconium Ingot, which, when it stops lagging, requires... Oh, it looks like we just get the ingots maybe from something else? Or maybe... so we get Awakened Draconium blocks from Draconium blocks, which require Wyvern Cores and a Dragon Heart for 700 million RF. And Draconium is from, you know, Draconium ore / essence / dust, which I think, can you get Draconium dust from? You can. Draconium ore chunks from crushed endstone at a 1% chance, or a 9% chance in our case with the diamond one. But yeah, that's quite impressive, I think. And we now have a massive amount of lava, and I've got some ocelots for some reason creeping around. So yeah, that's going to fill up fairly quickly, and that's going to be an interesting thing to watch. So, now that that's done, let us get on to some of the other stuff which I've been meaning to just do. Also, I created some energetic alloys to make all those, and Rod of Shifting Sands, which I think we already had. Oh, no. Rod. Yeah, we already had... Or Shifting Crust, it looks like it's called. So we already have one of those. So, yeah, apparently we haven't made the double layer capacities that we need. So what I want to do is I actually want to see if I can do a few more things. I've been meaning to upgrade to a Solar Array 5. I also need a Metallurgic Infuser because I need to get to this, which will then push me on the reactor and Plutonium and Ludicrite and stuff. So also, we've apparently on now Draconic Re-Evolution. I'm not sure what quest just got us there. It could be this one. I think it probably is, because I can't think of any quest I've just completed recently that pushes me on to Draconic or Draconic Evolution. But what we want to do is, I said I was going to do it. We're going to go for a Solar Array 5 because, or Solar Panel 5. Two reasons. One, we've got two of them. We might as well go up one layer extra. Also, having two is a bit of a pain in terms of space. So we have a Solar Array 5. My question is how many we've got to create. 2 more of these, which means we've got to create 4 of these, which means we've got to create those, but we already have that. So we need one, and then torches. See, the thing is, we made a bunch already of some stuff, so I need to think about how I'm doing this. So I've got 2 of those. We need to do crafting. Like, if I can make a molecular assembler... Actually, if we just do this quickly, maybe I can make... If I throw patterns in there, what if we make a solar array pattern? So I can make a pattern for mirrors, and then make a pattern for that, and then make a pattern for that, and a pattern for... Do we just not have... We don't have any of those, so we can't make the first tier. Okay, cool. Let us make a solar panel. Cool. Next, solar panel tier 2, which... oh, we didn't make a piston. Boom, boom. There we are. Solar panel tier 3. So now we've got to make a bunch more blocks, because we need to make, you know, we need to make this now, which means we need redstone torches, but I'm just going to make those. Like, this isn't going to be the like final form sort of thing. I'm just going to create a lot of it myself, but I need to just set up some basic setup for this. Also, we can get if we can just get another ME interface, we can have multiple ME and the same assembler use multiple recipes. So we actually can do this properly. See, now we need to make a bunch of these. This is going to be an interesting thing, right? I'm gonna just rack my brain, make another one of these if I can, maybe 2, so I can have one on top. I'm actually just going to go through all the recipes I can and try and see if I can get a solar array tier 5 crafter set up, because me going through it on video is going to be quite boring, and I need to think, probably blabber on to myself. So yeah, I'm going to go do that and see what I can get done. So I'm actually going to wipe these, start from scratch, and see what I can get done. Right, so after a little bit of time, I have sort of worked through it and hopefully have gotten what I need. I'm just a little bit off of getting the solar panel 5 sorted, but I need to make a solar panel 4. I know I have some up here, but I don't want to lose power. So I need to make a solar power 4. I'm going to make 2 of them because it makes that anyway. That's going to use all those blocks that I have available. It's going to craft them up, and with that, we should now be able to make a solar panel 5. I'm missing a block of gold, actually, so I just need to make sure that I can craft one of them. How am I wanting to make these? I'll just do it manually. Boom. And I'm actually going to need the same with an iron one. I know I have a bunch, but I want to just make sure that they are craftable for all of this. So let's throw these back here. I know it's not the best way of doing it, having one recipe completely contained within one molecular assembler, but for now I'm happy with it being like that. So I need to make a solar panel 5. That's what I need. So yeah, let's make a gold block, put it down there, and craft that up. That's going to then create 2 of those, which, I mean, it's kind of a pain still because I'm going to have 2, but it's just how it's going to work. So we have the 50 million RF, so we'll stay with that for the moment. It's not going to affect us. So we'll just throw these back in here. Hopefully this doesn't mess up because they have different charges, but yeah, no, it works. That's fine. There we are. Perfect. So we've now got solar array 5. Let's do this. And that's our... Oh, that literally had no benefit. That's our first proper auto-crafting job done. So that's also a quest done as well. So where is that going to be? Over here. Loot chest. Invar hammer. How many of those do we have? I swear we have at least, yep, 3 of them. That's quite a lot of them. So other than that, I have a few other things. I want to get some, actually, let's get all the patterns we had. Throw them back in here, actually, now that we can. So I want to put them back in order. So Prudentium, that one, I think it's that way into medium. With Prudentium, then Supremium. With Intermedium, then Supremium. That way. There we are. I want to get onto some seeds as well, because I haven't got any crafting seeds sorted. So what we need to do is crafting seeds. We have tier 1s somewhere. In fact, do we actually have any tier 1s? I know we've done at least, yeah, base of these. Which, how do you make those again? Just regular seeds. So it might actually be... No, I don't think it's actually worth setting those up as a crafting thing themselves. We'll just make 4 of everything and then just kind of work through it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to want some... Oh, we need to hold on to them in our inventory physically first. Then we need... some of those, so essence, we need 4 of that, so that's going to take a little while longer, but whilst we're here, oh actually they're all in here, but we need to get some Infernium blocks and condense those down to regular Infernium essence, because otherwise it won't work, because we won't have enough, I can assure you. So that's all in there, that's a good amount, and we have even more if we need it down in the mob farm. So tier 3 seeds eventually, there we are. Tier 4, so 4 of those, craft them up, use the thing up, which is going to be a bit of a pain, but we'll get there eventually. 1, and we already have the 4 of these, so that's actually perfect. Just need to wait for this to be used. That's probably going to get used up pretty quickly, but luckily we have a lot of the resources we need now to make another one. I think when we made it originally, we did have that issue of, you know, we made it while we didn't have a lot of stuff, but now I think we should be good. So, right. Tier 4 crafting seed. And then tier 5 crafting seed. I don't think it goes to Insanium. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Let's claim these. Because we might as well not hold back and just make what we can now, that especially since we've got all this extra stuff. So we get an extra life. I assume that's mainly for finishing a quest line sort of thing. So let's see what we get. Lithium dust, which isn't too useful, but it is useful later in here because it can make the Philosopher's Stone. And then some more solar panel stuff, a greater ring of experience, and a growth crystal, which we already have a tier 9, or tier 9, a tier 3 version, so it's not a huge problem for us. But we can switch out the lesser ring with the ring. This is a, yeah, greater ring, so that's all good. So, that's all good. Yeah, we can do that whenever we want. We also have the, how do we make the master one? Because I feel like it would be good, but we need to swap out, we need the Terra Steel. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do Britannia at some point. I did say I was going to do it in this episode, but then I had the plan for this episode, so I don't know why I even did that. So actually, let's check. Let's check up on here. 6 million. At least I was, you know, right in not going with this type of one over here, because I knew it would fill up fairly quickly, or rather too quickly. Is that new? No, we don't have any new cows. Don't even have any chickens either. Speaking of, we could actually move on to this, because we need mystical tool rod. And I looked at this recently. It has solarium, or solium in it. Solium can be used to make the where is it? No, that's dark solium. Where's solium? This one can be used to make the solium dagger, which is used for mob chunks. So if we get some mobs killed, we can make some like chicken seeds, cow seeds, or whatever seeds. Which is, the plan is to make all of them, obviously. So, you know, we're eventually going to have to do it anyway, but it's another quest to complete. Again, it's just a case right now of why wait for a for such an easy, you know, quest completion. Literally, you don't have to do that. We're going to get the solium as well. We're going to get some viaducts. Okay. And we can use this as well to do this, which gets us... Oh, it's got to be over here, doesn't it? To get the solium dagger, which can get us mob chunks, which is good. So yeah, that's all good there. I think we're pretty happy with it. So with that said, I want to just get a metallurgic infuser as well because simply, as I think I said before, I just need to... Oh, do we not have any like steel ingots or osmium ingots or whatever? Steel, osmium. Can you get steel ore chunks? Steel ore chunk. No, you can't. So metallurgic infuser. What was it we needed? Osmium. So with the osmium, we can do this. And that actually brings me to the point I was thinking of the Zenith furnace. I want to work out if I could ever make that. I need to get around to it because I have, you know, thought that this is fast, but this is probably faster. But this holds 3, but this holds, you know, 1, but it's probably gonna be faster, especially with the Zenith one. So I've got to see how I'm gonna do it. But it doesn't have capacitors and it doesn't have configurable I/O and stuff. So I might use that as something where I need to just get it done quick and easily done. Also, you know, at this point, doesn't use much fuel. But then we need steel. Steel is going to be... I'm going to have a lot of it over here because, you know, I've been doing that stuff. Which also... Oh yeah, completes this quest, which... is this one, but it requires a metallurgic infuser. And also steel production is another quest. Where is that to? Steel production over here, but I need a metallurgic infuser. So we've got a lot of quests that are at least partially completed, but not quite finished yet. What's that? I need 2 iron furnaces? I mean, that's easy in the end, but fine. Right. I need conductive iron, which I might as well make a stack of because I need it for another quest as well. So conductive iron is going to go in there. Osmium as well is going to go into here. Steel casings going to get completed. Osmium again, just needs the 2 conductive iron, which I think it's 12. I'm not sure. I know it's in... I might have completed it actually. Nope, here it is. Draconic core, we already had some of those as well. Metallurgic infuser. Done and done. Let's get you out of the way. And set the metal... Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but whilst I'm here. Right. That looks like a few quests to be completed already and sorted. So, let's go back through here. So we have Yellorium. We have metallurgic infuser, and we have steel thingy. So, Gauss charm, stone and wood, not very useful. Witch charm, honestly, not that good stuff. Hoping for a bit more. But with the metallurgic infuser, one thing I definitely know we can do is we can turn sand into grass instead of having to use barrels, which is quite a nice thing that we can get done from that. But whilst we're here, I just want to see if there's any other things that I particularly want to do. There is the enrichment chamber, which I kind of want to get because it makes quartz out of not quartz. But I think for the moment, that requires a generator to be done. I think other than just some random other stuff, you know, that we might get done. Maybe we'll dedicate like an entire episode just to filling out, you know, this. Because Stirling generator isn't amazing, combustion generator, whatever. But double layer and octactic capacitors, Ender Solo is not going to be too great, but, you know, it's useful. Vibrant Rank's going to put us up in, I think it's, how much did I go to? 250 million? Yeah, that's going to be an increase, especially with the increasing in solar panels. Vat machine, jetpacks will be quite nice, even though we want to get that ring. But yeah, it's been all over the place, but we've got some cool stuff done. At least, and yeah, I still need to move this stuff. We can actually get rid of this whole thing now that I'm thinking about it. Because yeah, we don't need it anymore, which is nice. I need just a random bit of cobblestone to cover that up. Cool. I feel like I'm getting space back, which is quite nice. And then this needs to be all moved, which is going to be requiring some cardboard boxes. And then I might move this all over here with the chickens stuff gone. In fact, whilst we're here. And if you didn't know, for some reason diamond chests hold their inventories, so I can just do that. Oh, that actually probably won't work because there's a block above it. But that makes my life a lot easier. And also everything looks kind of clearer now. So, yeah. I've said it a million times now, but that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one where we'll have a bit of a clearer direction on what we're doing because this episode definitely needed it. But got some good stuff done. I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, I'm probably also going to build up these outer blocks that I was talking about a little while back for all the seeds when we eventually get to that level. But it'll be nice to... actually, I'm not going to do it now until... I'm not going to do it until we get to that level, because I don't want to have extra spaces where stuff can spawn. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.